about what's really going on here, because the media isn't doing us any good at all. We're not okay. We're not okay. We are emotionally damaged. A lot of people are physically injured. A lot of people have lost their family members. Only 25% of the burn zone has been searched, and there's already been 110 deaths. And it hasn't been the high impact burn zone. Like, we're fucked. There is over 1,300 people without a roof over their head right now, me included. I'm lucky enough to have friends, but all of us are fucked. They're putting us in 30-day hotel stays in order to find everybody houses, but in a place where it's hard enough to find housing and hard enough to find jobs as it is, now that there is more people looking for jobs and there is less houses available on the island, everybody's fucked. And the thing for me is that there is this grand sense of community here, like nothing like I've ever seen before. The gay pride marches and Black Lives Matter protests, like I have never seen so many people come together and give up their own beds for people that just lost their house in them. But that's the problem. It's that nobody else is doing anything. Nobody is helping. It's all Kanaka, like people that live are the only ones that are helping at all. And that doesn't go to say that all of the people on mainland are doing anything wrong. It's not your fault, but the government helping it all. And nobody seems to have any idea what's going on over here. This is the biggest natural disaster. It's caused the most deaths in U.S. history. Like, isn't there more fucking going on? Like, I've calmed down. I've talked to so many of my friends on mainland that quite literally have no idea that there's 1,300 people packed in shelters and living out of their cars and having to move onto the streets and that aren't getting assistance and that aren't getting walked through these steps. They have no idea that the death count is so big. They have no idea that the majority of people that have perished are going to be the elderly and the children. They have no idea that our alarm system on this island is the biggest, it's the strongest in the entire nation. I think it might be the strongest in the whole world, but not a single fucking sign off. Why is this not bigger news? Like, our government fucked us, didn't give us any warning. We had to flee our houses. We lost fucking everything. And nobody knows. 1,300 people are displaced right now and hundreds are fucking dead. Why does nobody know? And I'm sorry, I wanted to add one more thing. It's that this isn't like a fast road. There's almost no recovering from this. Especially not in a decade, maybe not in two, who's to say? But our biggest industry over here is tourism, and now that our biggest tourist city burnt down, we are going to lose so many jobs. So many people are going to continue to lose their houses. People are going to have to sell their land to sources that they shouldn't, just because nobody's going to be able to afford anything. Like, this isn't a ball game. We're going to be working on this for decades, and we're going to need support for decades, and it's pretty obvious that no one is going to stick around and help. Nobody showed up in the first place, really. So, just spread the message. Yeah. It's sad.